And catastrophic floodwaters pounded the state.
There's been a nuclear accident in the Soviet Union.
This morning, China is being overwhelmed by a massive COVID surge.
Chinese President Xi Jinping says his country has entered a new phase in the fight against the virus and warns that
flood threat across the Gulf Coast tonight after days of record rain.
Tremendous rainfall devastated the area.
The record temperatures in Europe over the last few weeks.
We begin tonight with the monster hurricane and its deadly impact already.
Says the world must act now to stop Russia's nuclear threat. Flash floods and tornado watches are in fact for much of the southeast this morning.
We're talking about a virus.
Indeed, yes, in this case, the measles.
Now, how many people have you treated so far?
Well, we've had 10,009 clinical trials in humans so far.
So you have actually cured cancer?
Yes. Yes, we have.
It should come as no surprise that the anthropogenic risks we humans pose to our planet are more likely to put an end to life on Earth than natural disasters. We have roamed the Earth for at least 200,000 years, during which time the level of natural risks we've been exposed to has remained constant. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here right now. Compare that to the 77 years we have survived since the creation of nuclear weapons. One cannot deny that our activity is disrupting life on Earth, causing mass extinctions of a lot of species. Here is how humans could destroy the world. Hey everybody, welcome to the Think Lab. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get started. Man-made disasters. Number 1, global warming and climate change. Climate change is real, despite what the non-believers say, based on a report published by the UN panel of scientists in 2018. We only have 12 years to keep global warming at bay. It might not look like it, but 2018 was almost 5 years ago. Even if we start first thing tomorrow and commit to reducing carbon emissions, the Earth's temperature is still likely to increase by 3 degrees Celsius, 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to cause most of Florida and Bangladesh to drown. Thanks to human-triggered climate change, we should expect a great loss of agricultural land and fresh water sources. Major coastal cities such as Mumbai and New York might even end up underwater. Global warming and climate change can also lead to ecosystem collapse and loss of biodiversity. We are clearing more and more land for housing and agriculture in order to meet the demands of an ever-growing population. We are replacing diverse wild plants with crops, introducing new chemicals and pesticides into the environment, contaminating the waters, and genetically modifying crops and plants. We are responsible for the extinction of at least 30,000 species each year. Like it or not, we are living in the midst of one of the biggest, most terrifying mass extinctions in Earth's history. And we are the #1 culprit. With the collapse of the ecosystem, new diseases might emerge, pollinating insects might become extinct, and crops might fail. All of these will accelerate our own demise. Number 2, environmental toxins and mass pollution of soil, air, and water. Industrial pollutants are taking over our beautiful planet. Experts keep warning us of the threats posed by environmental toxins. Yet, the poisoning continues. The air is thick with diesel particulates, which are known carcinogens. The planet is shrouded by heavy metals from industrial smokestacks. Pesticides have ended up in our rivers and lakes. And dioxins, which can cause infertility and disrupt fetal development, are everywhere. Yes, our chemical garbage is destroying our only home. Number 3, nuclear war. A nuclear explosion could easily cause a fatality rate of more than 90% in the blast zone stretching to 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles. Aside from the immediate deaths, there is the nuclear winter, which refers to a condition where, following a nuclear detonation, Clouds of smoke and dust cover our planet and block out the sun, causing temperatures to drop drastically. The nuclear winter could continue for years. Let us give you a horrid yet tangible example. Should there be, God forbid, a nuclear war between the US and Russia, at least 4,000 nuclear weapons will be detonated, considering that the two countries each have around 7,000 nuclear warheads. As a result, an infinite number of people would die, and temperatures would drop by 8 degrees Celsius, 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit, for at least 5 years. Humans won't be able to grow food. There will be total chaos, and the world as we know it will cease to exist. Number 4. Biological and chemical warfare. There is yet a much easier, less expensive way to wage war against humanity. Unlike nuclear weapons, biological and chemical ones do not require complex engineering and can be developed at a low cost. These weapons could do tremendous harm to the inhabitants of a specific area. The toxins in chemical weapons could be released into the air or the water supply and wreak havoc. Biological weapons are much worse, as they could contain harmful pathogens that could wipe out any form of life on Earth. Number 5. Engineered pandemics. Humans and germs have always coexisted, but sometimes the germs have had the upper hand and gotten out of control. A great example is the Black Plague, which killed millions of people in the 14th century. Another example is the flu, which claimed more than 20 million lives all over the world between 1918 and 1919. But the past 2 years and a handful of leaked documents and videos have shown us that perhaps not all pandemics occur naturally, and that humans, whether intentionally or by accident, are capable of messing with different viruses and bacteria to create horrible diseases. Having gone through what we have, we know now what a global pandemic could do. More often than not, the damages are irreversible. Perhaps it only takes a small virus and a big pandemic to end our reign on Earth. Let's ponder upon this short poem by John Hallway Locke. A planet doesn't explode of itself, said Drilly, the Martian astronomer, gazing off into the air. That they were able to do it is proof that highly intelligent beings must have been living there. The name of the poem is Earth. Let that sink in for a minute. Yes, we humans could very well be the worst thing ever happening to Earth. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And let us know in the comments if there's any subject you want us to cover in the future. See you in the next video.